The McDonald's Monopoly Scam. You ever played the McDonald's Monopoly game and think, just maybe, this is my lucky break? Guess what? Turns out you never had a chance because the whole thing was rigged. One of the biggest marketing promotions in history was secretly hijacked by an inside man, turning it into a multi-dollar crime ring. And I know what you're thinking. No, Ronald McDonald was not the mastermind. Although, imagine that twist. Now, we're diving into how one man and his network scammed McDonald's out of 24 million. Why? It took over a decade for anyone to catch on. We all have that one friend who swore they were one sticker away from winning $1 million. Guess what? They were never gonna win, and neither were you. But before you get uncomfortable, let's rewind and see how this whole thing started. McDonald's launched their Monopoly game in 1987. From free fries to a multi-million-dollar jackpot. Sounds like a dream, except it was more rigged than a carnival game. And trust me, you had more odds winning a goldfish at one of those. Between 1989 and 2001, there were no legitimate winners of the grand prize. One man, Jerome Jacobson. Jerome Uncle Jerry Jacobson, former police officer turned security chief for the company handling the game pieces. His job? To make sure those $1 million stickers were safe. What did he do instead? Stuck them in his pocket. Yeah, real subtle, Jerry. You had one job. Keep the pieces secure. Instead, he smuggled them out and handed them off to a growing networks of friends, family, and even mobsters. He sold winning tickets for a cut of the prize money, making sure no regular McDonald's customer ever had a shot at winning. Jacobson had a whole system in place. First, he would smuggle out the winning game pieces. Then, he would pass it out to trusted middlemen, people who could distribute them without raising suspicion. These guys weren't just random Joes. They were business owners, ex-cons, and even members of the mob. Wow. Each winner was carefully chosen and coached on how to claim the prize without setting off alarms. Totally normal for a guy who has never been to McDonald's to suddenly win $1 million prize. But here's the kicker. Some of these winners were so bad at keeping secrets that they actually led investigators straight to the scam. Winners were pre-selected without raising suspicions, and McDonald's oblivious. Every flashy promo, pure fiction. Jacobson wasn't just slipping these game pieces to random people. He was strategically placing them across different states to avoid suspicion. But guess what? The winners had connections. A guy from Florida, best friends with a previous winner from Georgia, and another one related to a known mob associate. It was all connected. By 2000, Jacobson had stolen over 24 million in prizes. The FBI finally caught wind when an anonymous tipster spilled the beans. How did they bust it wide open? The FBI did what any detective does. They ran a sting operation disguised as a fake commercial. They set up a phony prize shoot and watched the winners expose themselves. And just like that, the game was over. In 2001, Jerome and his scam squad were arrested. The FBI revealed the whole operation and had to scramble to save face. The company ended up giving away 25 million in legit prizes as an apology. But by then, the damage was done. People realized they had been duped for over a decade. So what happened to Jerome? He got sentenced to 37 months in prison and had to pay back 12.5 million. Some of his co-conspirators got even longer sentence. The scam became the subject of HBO's McMillions documentary. And McDonald's, well, let's just say they're a little more careful with their giveaways now. And here's where it even gets crazier. Some people think McDonald's knew about the scam because the promotion was successful. Others believe there are still unclaimed fraudulent winners out there. What do you think? Do you think it was a corporate incompetence or something more sinister? Comment below.